welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Chelsea, and today I'm going to be talking all about how to create your own medical spa practice LLC. So if you're interested in that type of video, I definitely suggest you guys keep on watching. So if you guys haven't seen my last video, I'm talking a lot about nurse entrepreneurship. So hopefully this is basically like a good clue as to like what I'm planning to do. I've already applied for my LLC successfully, so I've already secured the name for my medical spa, and basically I'm just in the works of researching and just getting things together and saving and just taking in as much information as I can regarding opening up your own small business. I found this video to probably be helpful to a lot of people who are planning to start their own small business or open up their own spa. So if you're interested in this type of video, then definitely keep on watching. And then just a side note, you guys, if I'm looking down a lot, it's because I'm looking down at my notes that I've written, so just don't mind that. I am here, but I'm also here. So to start, I definitely suggest that you create your own business plan. So creating a business plan will help keep you structured and aligned with exactly what your plans are for this business. So I definitely recommend that you research the supplies that you'll need for your business. So if you're deciding to do a medical spa and you want to provide IV hydration, just understanding the cost of vitamins, supplies for like needles and IV lines and syringes and things like that. Just understanding the cost of all of those things and what they encompass for your medical spa business. You also want to plan out your target audience, so making sure that you're understanding who your target is as far as clientele. So for me, opening a medical spa, most of my clientele will probably be chronic disease patients, but also people who are healthcare professionals or even fitness people, like fitness influencers, would probably be very interested in like medical spas and facials and like skin rejuvenation type of services. And just health overall, like health and wellness overall. You also want to put a percentage of your funding towards marketing. So once you do start saving up for your business, or if you're deciding to take out a loan, which is totally up to you, I definitely recommend that you at least put about 10% towards your business savings for marketing, because as a new business, you're not going to get as many clientele as you probably expect. It's going to grow very slowly, but you'll get there. I definitely recommend that you put money towards marketing, because ultimately that's what's going to bring in your clientele. And lastly, I will mention that if this is going to be a medical spa practice, definitely knowing that as a registered nurse myself, I'll have to have a medical director that is appointed for my medical spa. So if I'm going to be offering medical type of services like vitamin hydration, I understand that I do have to invest in a medical director for my medical spa. Secondly, I want to mention that you guys should definitely save up. Like, save up lots of money if you can. Like, I would probably plan out my bi-weekly paycheck and just plan out my bills that I pay monthly, and then take a certain amount of money from each paycheck bi-weekly and put it towards my business savings. So I think that that's highly recommended, because a lot of people will take out a bank loan or they have no cushion at all. So when they're starting to not get as many clients in the very beginning of their spa opening or their business opening, they start to get in the hole financially. You don't want to be in the hole financially. You want to make sure that you always have like a cushion or always have some funds saved up just in case for emergencies. So I also did research how much it costs to start your own medical spa, like the startup cost of everything. And for the most part, what I've been finding is about $5,000 to $7,000 just for the startup. So again, that's not including the cushion that I mentioned earlier that you should probably save up for emergencies. But just understanding like what about how much it's going to cost for you to start up your medical spa is very, very helpful. So next up, you definitely want to invest in a sweet box. So if you don't know what a sweet box is, it's basically it's similar to a P.O. box, but not. Like a P.O. box, you're going to not have an address. And a sweet box, you can get it from UPS. They can be a little bit pricey. They can be between like $100 to $250 depending on how long you want to have the sweet box. For me, I did a 12-month, I guess it's not a contract, but a 12-month lease for the sweet box until I'm able to get my own physical location address for my spa. So the reason why you want to have a sweet box is because you have to have it in order to put a business address for your LLC. Personally, I wouldn't want my physical address, my like home address, being on my LLC paperwork, because all of that information is public information, and you don't want someone having your physical home address for your business. I hope that makes sense. So just safety wise and just making it plain and simple, just go get a sweet box. A sweet box will give you a physical address so that you're able to use it for your LLC. So definitely do that before you apply for your LLC, because you'll need the address for your LLC paperwork. I know that sounded complicated, but I'll explain in a second. So next up is the fun part. The fun part is applying for your LLC. So if you have not yet, definitely come up with a business name. So your business name, you want to do a search on your business name. You can do that on your like state. Like for me, it's the state of Georgia, the Secretary of State. You can do a business search just to make sure that, I'm trying to think of a random business name. Super Car Wash. You want to make sure that Super Car Wash is not being used in the state of Georgia. If it is, you have to change the name, and your LLC will not get approved if you have the same name as somebody else in the state of Georgia. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you want to do a medical spa, you can't do a medical spa that already exists. You can't use the exact same name. You can change a couple letters, but personally, I would just come up with your own name. Your LLC is basically a limited liability company. So if you're a person who is franchising, for example, so if you're franchising for Tropical Smoothie and you want to do an LLC so that you can like use it for that business, because it technically is your business even though it's a franchise. So you can say Chelsea Smoothies LLC, doing business as Tropical Smoothie. Hopefully that makes sense again. Doing business as is basically saying that you're doing business as said franchise, but your LLC is like your business name. So it kind of gives you credit in a sense, but you're not taking that name of Tropical Smoothie. You're saying I'm doing business as Tropical Smoothie. If you don't understand that, I can explain more, and just let me know. Just like leave a comment down below if you have like questions about anything at all. You guys know I'm very receptive. I'm a person who always replies to my comments, so if you are confused, just let me know. I'll clear things up for you. Next up is a registered agent. So when you're applying for your LLC, it'll ask you for a registered agent. Your registered agent is yourself. Your registered agent is basically whoever is going to be addressed for said paperwork. So when you do apply for your LLC, you might receive something in the mail, you may receive something in an email, or you may receive it both ways. So whoever is going to be the owner of this business, you want to make sure that that is your registered agent. If you're partnering with someone, then that's where things kind of get a little complicated. I just know personally for one person ownership that you can become your own registered agent and just put yourself down. If you're partnering with someone, I think that you should probably ask someone else regarding that, because I don't have any insight on how that goes. Okay, so once you've applied for your LLC, you will get a confirmation email, and then you also will receive, in about a week or so, you will receive that you are confirmed for that Medical Spa Practice LLC. Like if it's been approved and the name is not used, then you'll be approved, and now you have your LLC name. So my fifth recommendation is that once you've secured your LLC name, definitely purchase your domain. So when you purchase your domain, you can purchase it through GoDaddy. There's a couple other sites out there too to purchase domain names. So basically you want to secure your own website so that nobody else can use said website. So if it's going to be chelseasmoothies.com, www.chelseasmoothies.com, you want to make sure that you secure that website domain name shortly after, as soon as possible, really. Shortly after you are approved for your LLC, you want to secure your website name. Because ultimately your website is how you promote to people. It's how people book appointments, come in contact with you, see the services that you have. So your website is super, super important, and you don't want to delay securing that website name if you can. So the cost for me for GoDaddy with securing my website name for 1 year was $2.99. For 2 years, it's $22. So I just did the 2 year, and I'll just renew it when that time comes. But it's very inexpensive. Speaking of prices though, to apply for your LLC, it is $100 for most states, I believe. Some states is like $50, but for mine it was $100. So I highly, highly recommend that you keep track of all your spending regarding your business. So if you have a receipt for it, or if you're a person who likes to write things down or keep it in a spreadsheet for Excel, then definitely do that because you're going to need it for tax write-offs eventually. Alright y'all, so I have 2 more things here. So applying for your EIN is free. Your EIN is basically, it's similar to a social security number but for your business. So it's basically how you set up your tax funding or taxes for your business when you start to gain revenue. So your EIN is definitely needed before you can even apply for a business credit card or a business account. And you can do it on irs.gov or some type of website like that. I think it's irs.gov. Super simple, super easy. So definitely do that after you purchase your domain name and after you actually secure your LLC name. And lastly, this is another fun part. Really, the creation side of it is very fun for me. I get very excited about opening my own medical spa, but it is a little stressful. I will definitely admit that. Creating a template for your website is a fun part to do. The template is basically going to encompass all of your wording that you're going to put on your website, all of your services that you're going to be offering, pictures if you want to put pictures. You can do like a meet the owner page and, you know, have a picture of you and like explaining what made you go into the business of aesthetics and whatever the case is. So with creating a template for a website, I always recommend that you look at other people's websites, other medical spas out there if you're doing a medical spa practice. Definitely looking at other people's website and how they did things and how they set it up is super important, because you want to make sure that you have the correct wording on there. You want to make sure that you have pictures and lots of explanations for things, downtime, healing process, all that good stuff. So creating a template for your website is fun, but it's super important because, like I said earlier, that's how everybody gets in contact with you. That's how everybody books appointments, and it pretty much reflects your business and the services that you offer. So super important. Definitely spend a lot of time on your website and make sure that it is to your liking. Alright y'all, so basically in the meantime, while you're waiting to open up your business, it can be very stressful but exciting at the same time. So during that time period, if you're able to set aside some money towards classes, that would be super important, because if you're going to open a medical spa, you want to make sure that you are skilled in the services that you're going to be offering, but also able to educate people regarding the services that you're offering. So if you're doing IV hydration and you don't know pretty much everything there is to know about vitamins or the vitamin that you're giving to somebody, then you want to take an IV hydration class to make sure that you're skilled in that field or have an expertise in being able to educate people regarding the importance of IV vitamin hydration. So for me, I've already done a Botox and fillers class. I've already done a microneedling class. I do want to offer chemical peels and dermaplaning at my medical spa, so I'll definitely be taking classes on that very soon. I also think it's really important to set realistic goals. So understanding that this is a small business, it is slow in the beginning with growth as far as clientele. I think it's really important to be able to be flexible. So I know originally me, I was like, well, you know, I open my own medical spa, I want to make sure I get a location first before I start like doing services. But now I'm starting to kind of come around to the fact that maybe doing some like mobile drips, like mobile IV hydration drips before I get my location, just to kind of build clientele, you know, get revenue in. It's super important because you don't want to just sit around and wait for people to come to you. Like, be flexible and be able to go to other people so you can make your money for one, so that you can network and get your name out there a lot sooner. You don't have to have a location in order to provide services. Like, you can do mobile IV drips, you can do mobile IM shots, mobile microneedling, things like that. So just be flexible is what I'll say. And then another thing that I find myself, because I'm a little bit shy, I find myself having a hard time like talking about opening up a business. I think that, I don't know, it's difficult for me, even right now, it's difficult for me to talk about opening my own medical spa, because it's just hard for most people to talk about themselves, like people who are more like shy, I guess. So definitely get uncomfortable. Like, get comfortable being uncomfortable with talking about your business. Obviously, it's going to help you network. That's going to help your name get out there. That's going to help drive in clientele. Spread the word. Like, don't keep your business a secret. Like, just, I mean, you're going to have people who are going to be naysayers. You're going to have people who are going to be haters. You're going to have people who are going to, like, you know, look down on you or whatever the case may be. But just continue to be inspired, continue to talk about your business, continue to educate people on your services. Don't keep it a secret. Like, just share it to a lot of people. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to brag on yourself. Just be humble. But don't be scared to talk about your business. Don't be uncomfortable. Just be comfortable and just practice it. You know, it's not a thing that's overnight that's going to happen, but just I don't know. Y'all know what I'm saying. Just be comfortable with talking about yourself and your success and your endeavors that you're planning to do. So I guess I'll end the video here. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I really hope that it was very helpful to you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely leave a comment down below. Again, you guys know that I always reply to your comments, and I appreciate you all for watching as usual. Good luck to you on opening your own spa, or if you're doing a medical spa, or if you're doing just a business in general. Whatever the case may be, let's all thrive together. Let's share information together. Let's not keep any secrets regarding, like, you know, things that we can learn in the business. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated as time progresses, and I think that's about it. I will see you guys in the next video. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.